Hoedown, hootenanny, hoedown, hootenanny. What's happening, guys? It's your buddy Griz here, and I've got some Battlefield gameplay for you today from the new map, which is coming soon to BF4, called Dragon Valley 2015. This is a reimagining of a classic map from Battlefield 2, and it is massive. If there's one thing to say at all about Dragon Valley, it is that. It's massive. There are 8 flags on this sucker, the most out of any map currently available in Battlefield 4. This map is going to be released alongside the holiday update under the moniker Legacy Operations, and yes, it will once again be free to all players. Can I just say that I love what DICE is doing with these free DLCs, even if it's just like, you know, a night version or one new map every once in a while. The fact that they're still creating new content for players 2 full years after the game's launch is just awesome. Not that this surprises me really though, because they did do a similar thing with Battlefield 3. Remember the final DLC that like nobody knew was coming until very late in the game? This is why I still have much love for DICE. But let's talk about the map a little bit here. We've already established that it's huge, and that plays into some massive scale vehicle combat, which takes place a lot on this map. It's a very heavily vehicle-centric map, and it can be pretty tough out there for an infantryman at times. Literally, tanks and lavs are all over the place in Dragon Valley, so you vehicle guys should get pumped for that. Complementing its grand scale is its beauty. Dragon Valley is quite aesthetically pleasing, to say the least. Beautiful landscapes and buildings. That middle temple, the middle flag, I think it's E, that's the big temple, is really cool. The river running through the entire map, it's just so pretty. Finally, proving that she's more than just her looks, Dragon Valley has some really cool destruction in the environment, and some of this destruction can play a tactical advantage too. There are destructible bridges that, all tanks and other vehicles use to cross the river at certain points, and you can actually take these bridges out to cut off the enemy and stop them from easily crossing the river with their vehicles. But these bridges can also be repaired, so if your team is the one who gets cut off, you can rebuild the bridge and regain that access point too. So this is hopefully going to introduce some really strategic play around the vehicles, or everyone will just completely ignore you and go running off on their own like usual. You know, potato potato. Another thing that I find really cool that they put into the map is a cloud layer that separates air from ground. Now, I don't fly the jets that often, but I don't think I'm going to be able to resist hopping in one and just seeing what it looks like. I don't think I've played it since they updated that, but it was in the post that there's a cloud layer now. I don't think I'm going to be able to resist hopping in a jet and just seeing what it looks like when you fly through the cloud layer, because that sounds awesome. But if you are a person who likes to fly the jets, this is probably going to make for some really amazing looking dogfights that take place above the clouds. They also mentioned in that post on Battlelog that they were excited to bring the rush game mode to this map, and I can't agree more. Especially with the whole destructible bridges thing, I think it's really going to require a lot of teamwork to pull off a successful rush attack side. But I guess the same goes for defense really. Taking out the bridges and cutting off the tank routes is probably going to be the best defense strategy for rush on this map, I think. But the level of teamwork that can be achieved on this map, I think, is going to be awesome. So Legacy Operations will be released sometime around the holidays. We don't know exactly when yet, but it's going to be released on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, so no PS3 or 360 unfortunately. But I like how they make sure to mention that they haven't abandoned those platforms, and still will be pushing out major updates on the game for those platforms. I really like how they take care of their game so long after the release, just to reiterate my point from earlier. It kind of makes me want to pre-order Battlefront, but I think I'm going to hold off on that one. That's right, I did actually change my mind about pre-ordering Battlefront. I think I was still in the honeymoon stage when I made my review on the beta, but after watching a lot of other YouTubers' reviews and thoughts on it, I've decided to wait and see how it looks before buying it, because they raised some really good points that I had not considered yet. But back to the topic at hand, just to reiterate my point, it has now been more than 2 years since the release of Battlefield 4, and the fact that DICE is still supporting it and providing us with new content is a real testament to the level of care they have for the people who play their game. The game works better than ever now as well, and there's another patch coming that will hopefully make the game even smoother. I just wanted to say hats off to you guys, keep on rocking, and I love you. One more thing that I almost forgot to mention about Dragon Valley is that tucked away in the back there is No Shark Canals, the No Shark Canals remake as well, which means that when this map drops, I can only assume that means No Shark Canals TDM will be available as well. It's not actually part of the Dragon Valley Conquest map, but it is tucked away in the back near one of the spawns, I believe. I am really excited for this map to come back as well. I'm looking forward to having my warm-up map back in rotation for sure. Now this is pure speculation on my part, but wouldn't it be awesome if just for Rush it was included in the whole map? Like if you started way up at the top and you had to work your way all the way down, and finally the last MCOM station was down in No Shark Canals. I think that would just be... oh, that would be amazing. I don't think they're going to end up doing it. It's probably just going to be the same Conquest map, just in Rush format, but wouldn't that be cool? But that's going to do it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, and you'd like to show it a little love, you can always do so by clicking that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, I'd love it if you became my buddy and hit that subscribe button. And as for the rest of you old scallywags, I'm cooking up something pretty awesome. Well, I think it's awesome anyway, and it should be ready on Sunday. I'm really excited to bring this to you guys. I really hope you enjoy it, so that it'll become a recurring thing on my channel. I'm really pumped about it. Not gonna tell you what it is just yet though. You'll have to wait for Sunday. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Griz, and I'll see you all again real soon.